Dragon Ball Horror has once again returned, and these new episodes are absolutely disturbing. They are absolutely disturbing, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the brand new Dragon Ball Horror, and we finally get Gohan in the Dragon Ball Horror universe. But first, let me show you where we left off.
We're gonna find out who's who.
You see another person that looks identical to you. Run away and hide.
Alright, Doc. Gary and Clark, move over there.
Okay, that one was disturbing because not only does it finally get to the core of what a lot of us parents fear, which is something like that, a monster scaring our children, but it gives us an insight into what makes these doppelgangers come alive, and it's just so simple. It's the broadcast. The broadcast doesn't seem to be giving away information and giving us news, basically like, oh, if you see somebody else, run away and hide kind of thing. No, it looks like the broadcast since the beginning is what is creating these doppelgangers. At least that's the way that it seems like in this, because nothing was happening up until the broadcast dropped.
Norris, you and Childs, shoot him up with morphine. Tie him down in the rec room at once.
And that just hits the next fear, and that is that something will fully traumatize and completely change our children to the point where they can't even see us or can't see somebody else or can live normal lives without having some sort of problem and issue that's deep rooted due to their trauma. And that's exactly what this doppelganger has done to Pan. I've never seen something so sad in Dragon Ball, honestly. I haven't seen something that is from this series that is as disturbing or as sad as what's going on right now. This is completely heartbreaking what's happening here, and I hope that Pan goes to normalcy. With this part of the episode, I liked how Gohan kind of, as soon as he heard her scream, he like had those red eyes like he's about to go into beast mode. But Pan having a breakdown like that and exploding, destroying the room, and Gohan protecting Videl is just so real on a level that I don't think that this series has been real up to this point. Videl comes in for the win. She and her motherly love has calmed Pan down and brought her back to reality. Gohan even notices that this isn't just like when he was pushed to his limit. This is somebody being pushed to their limit through sheer terror and trauma, it seemed like. So this is not something that, I mean, he's had it before, so he can recognize it, but it's not something that's positive of her being able to push herself beyond her limits. And so we find out here that Pan is extremely powerful, but at the same time, we also find out that now the root of her power is going to be this trauma of seeing her father as this doppelganger, which is really sad. And we finally get to see who was actually calling, which was his mom, who had just confronted doppelgangers back at her place. And so she's probably trying to warn Gohan herself. Now, one of the most interesting things here is that we've seen this doppelganger before back in the Yamcha episode. In the Yamcha episode, we see Yamcha just hanging out watching TV. The exact same broadcast drops about the doppelgangers, and who comes out but the spider version of Gohan. So this is a reoccurring character. It could be one of the prime doppelgangers, one of the villains of this Dragon Ball horror story.
We'll do you last.
Everything is finally connecting. All the dots are glued together because we have the explosion that happened to Vegeta and Bulma, the doppelgangers attack there. We have the doppelgangers attacking Goku, Chi-Chi, Goten, and Trunks. And now we have them attacking Gohan, and the doppelganger that was the Gohan doppelganger, which was also the Yamcha doppelganger, he is coming up with a plan to bring everybody together. So more likely trying to take the spot from the originals and kind of replace them, basically like the body snatchers type of thing. So I personally love, and I want this to be in the manga or in the anime, when Gohan uses his, like, say he uses some of his abilities or his strength, just like he did here in the last 2 episodes, and then you see a flash of red in his eyes because of Beast. I would love for that to be something that happens in the official Dragon Ball anime or manga. So this is the first time we're actually getting one of the doppelgangers actually talking and giving us like actual information about what's going on, because up to this point we'd have to like sift through all these videos and look for clues, but the doppelganger basically says the only reason they're made is to fight the originals, kill them, and replace them. Basically become them. That's their only purpose in life. That's all they strive to be. That's all they strive to do. But there's still more that needs to be done. There's still things that even this one doesn't know. So there must be somebody else pulling the strings and creating these things. And even he said he was created to be Gohan and Yamcha because they both look very similar, but he had to make a choice and he killed Yamcha to become Gohan. Basically, he chose the better option. And Gohan goes into Ultimate because he's not going to let this guy just explain his whole evil plan without challenging him, and the fact that he killed one of his friends, he's going to fight him. I'm hoping that's going to be the next thing. Oh, that's right. Gohan doesn't know the longer you stay around your doppelganger, the weaker you get, the more you're drained, and your transformations and power and strength don't work. That's how that works. But we found out something brand new about the doppelgangers here, and that is that they can absorb almost like the life essence of their victims and become less monstrous and more like, you know, they're trying to replace somebody. Basically what happened to this guy, and his face slightly transformed to be less hideous. And Piccolo comes to save the day. Remember, Piccolo ended up basically battling within himself against his doppelganger, and he kind of came out on top. He basically has the influence of doppelganger, but he's still Piccolo. He's still, you know, of this world, and that's why he's able to basically do something like that much damage to the Gohan doppelganger, but at the same time, he looks as monstrous as he did. This is a great series. You guys love this series. I'm going to continue with it. But let me know what you guys think of Dragon Ball Horror in its totality. I'll have a video with the entire series updated as soon as I can make it.
Subscribe for more content.